All right, so we got to talk about this because this is actually pretty crazy. All right, this is not even interesting. This is pretty crazy. So Everyday PJ, as some of you guys know, if you guys don't know, Everyday PJ has been dropping back-to-back videos on Royalty and CJ So Cool. But mostly he's against, or I guess one could argue easily that he's against Royalty because Royalty doesn't want the twins to see their father for certain reasons. Now, he's kind of pushing this agenda or this narrative or story that she doesn't want CJ to see the kids because I guess she's jealous because CJ has moved on and he has Lexi and all kinds of lame excuses, which I don't think is the real reason why Royalty has chose not to allow the twins to go see CJ. I think she has indicated, if I'm not mistaken, early on, she has posted something on her Instagram story feed indicating that she would allow CJ to see the kids if he moves out of that house. All right, because that house is the house where the home invasion happened. It's where the shooting took place. So it's pretty safe to assume that she doesn't want her kids, she doesn't want the twins going there. It's a safety issue. It's not a jealousy issue, which is what Everyday PJ's out here trying to push. But what's crazy is I went on other social media profiles associated with Everyday PJ, and he's posted about this on Facebook. And I don't think he's got too many comments, but he also posted about it on Instagram, and you guys can go check it out yourself. He's probably going to get more followers after this, the same way he got more subscribers. But he posted this 2 days ago. It might actually explain why he hasn't posted about Royalty in the last 2 or 3 days, because like I said, he's been posting back-to-back videos. So far, he's at 8 or 9 different videos about Royalty. He says, I want to do a 15 to 20 minute or longer. I want to do a 15 to 20 minute or longer, if possible, interview with a lawyer for my YouTube channel about child custody and taking a person to court and the rights of a father. Who got me? Now, CJ or PJ, why in the world would you be interested in, I guess, doing a collab or an interview with a lawyer for 15 to 20 minutes to talk about child custody and taking a person to court? Aside from the reason that you have already expressed on your channel. I can't imagine that PJ is going through something right now, because it looks like his relationship is pretty smooth. It looks like, he has found the right partner for him. I think he's also mentioned that she's pregnant. So I can't imagine that he needs a lawyer and doing this interview on his channel for something related to him, something personal that is going on. I think it's probably got to do with what he's talked about. Obviously, on YouTube for the last 8 or 9 videos, he's talked nonstop about Royalty and CJ, and he's even pushed the agenda that he wants CJ So Cool to take action against Royalty and take Royalty to court. Now, this is what I don't understand. Why is PJ so concerned about CJ taking a Royalty to court? I'm sure CJ has probably explored those options. I mean, CJ is pretty successful. The guy has almost 9 million subscribers. He has 5 million followers on Instagram and many more probably on other platforms like TikTok. I don't know if he's on TikTok. I think he is on TikTok. Probably other social media platforms. But just Instagram and YouTube alone, we're talking about a total 14 million people. So you don't think CJ has attorneys around him or whatever? He could have easily explored those options. There's probably a reason why, since PJ is so concerned about this and taking Royalty to court, because that is the only reason. I mean, like I said, if you look at his personal life or what he has shared on YouTube and Instagram, it doesn't look like PJ and a significant partner are going through anything, difficult. I mean, he mentioned, I think he mentioned on several comments on my videos that his significant partner is pregnant. So I can't imagine it has anything to do with that. But I think it has to do with the fact that he's been talking nonstop about Royalty. But there's probably a reason why CJ has not taken Royalty to court. There's a reason why. All right, we don't know what that reason is, but I know Royalty has gotten on video on her channel, and obviously she's pulled up her phone and she said, CJ, don't forget, because I have it all on my phone. You know, she obviously has a lot of stuff stored on her phone that she's probably archived at this point. So there's probably a reason why. It's probably a pretty strong reason why CJ won't take her to court, because Royalty has a lot of information. So maybe CJ has done something to her that we don't know about. So there's probably a reason why. Normally, or generally speaking, people do go to court, you know, to discuss custody, because they can't figure it out civilly, you know, between one another. So they do go to court, they get lawyers, and it's a very, very messy business. It's a very messy process from what I've heard. And it's usually in favor of the female partner, the mother, that things go according to her plans or the attorney that's representing her. So it doesn't normally go in favor of the father. So maybe for those reasons why CJ has chosen not to pursue that. Again, I don't know, but there's probably a reason why. And all these lame narratives and stories that PJ's trying to push, along with some other channels talking about, and even if some of his people in his comment section trying to say that Royalty just doing this more so because she has the power and she's jealous and trying to bring her old past against her, trying to pull Jamie. That's what PJ did in one of his videos, actually a couple of his videos. He tried to bring Jamie's past, the relationship between Royalty and Jamie, and said, well, she's done that in the past with another baby father, with another baby dad, so she's trying to do the same thing with CJ. How could CJ not see these early signs? And trying to paint the picture, talk about where she's from, she's rat shit. All this stuff is unnecessary. It's all lame. And she's probably got a valid reason. And I think she's already said it. Like I told you guys earlier, she's posted about it, said that house is not safe. That house is definitely not safe. I don't know what people are talking about. Installing security cameras and hiring security like a Navy SEAL, like I think CJ said. That's not enough, folks. That house was invaded by, the news said 5 people. But they said 2 to 5 people were involved, 2 adults and 3 minors, something like that. But now we know that there's actually 4 individuals that are been charged, and they went through they were at court for arraignment. So there was 4 people. Yeah, I think it was 4 people in total during the arraignment. Now there's probably 2 people that actually, interacted with CJ during this altercation where they pulled out the guns and they shot him. Whether it's 4 times, 6 times. He said 4 times initially. Then he said it was 6 times that they discovered, I guess, at the hospital or whatever. So this man got shot in his own house. All right. This is according to the story, according to the information that's been put out there so far. He got shot at that house. He's still at that house. He thinks installing cameras and hiring security is going to solve the problem. I don't think that's going to solve the problem, considering what we know that Raven, rumors, speculation, whether true or not true, who cares? But the fact is, there's been talk that she's part of some gang, the Grape Gang or whatever. And normally gangs are not 1, 2, 3, 4 people. There's probably a lot more people involved in a gang. I don't know how long, because I've never been part of a gang, but it looks like, based on rumors and speculations, again, we don't know if this stuff is true, not true, if she was in a gang, used to be in a gang, currently part of the gang, who knows? Maybe she wasn't even in a gang. But the fact is, if she was, and this man's house has been basically publicized all over the news, so many channels have talked about it, his house is technically considered a hot target. So I would assume that it's probably got to do with his house, that Royalty is not comfortable having the twins go there, considering what happened to him. And obviously 2 people, according to CJ, said that they were inexperienced. All right, they seemed like they were more scared of him when he started to shoot back, but they still got away with shooting him 4 to 6 times. So if he's got kids there, kids are not going to be able to defend themselves. So all this lame narratives talking about that she's just jealous because he's moved on, he's got Lexi, and then Now that she's got Rico, they're pulling up Rico's past, trying to say that he has no football career. He's done all kinds of things in regards to his personal life. Like, all that stuff, I don't think has anything to do with the fact that the twins are not going to see their father. I think they would see their father if CJ moves. That's what I think. If CJ moves, I don't think royalty would have a problem with the twins seeing their father. But as long as he's at that house, I don't think the twins are ever gonna go to that house. That's just what I think. That's just my opinion. You guys are entitled to your own opinion. Leave your opinions and thoughts in the comment section. But as for PJ, boy, this is crazy, folks, that PJ is interested in interviewing a lawyer for 15 to 20 minutes or longer to discuss child custody and taking a person to court and the rights of a father. Like, why is PJ so concerned? Why is he so interested in interviewing a lawyer and talking about this stuff? There's like more than enough information already for free that you guys can find on YouTube. There's many lawyers on YouTube, for that matter, that do talk about child custody. So why would you care about interviewing people unless you're like trying to push that narrative or that agenda towards royalty? Like, I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird that PJ is so concerned about this to the point that he needs a lawyer. Like, I get it. Like, yeah, you're doing this for entertainment. You're trying to push that, royalty's past against her, that, she's done things in the past that are not necessarily like favorable. And again, everybody has a past. You have a past. Everybody that's watching this video right now, you guys all have a past. Things that you have done in the past when you were younger that you don't agree with. But PJ's trying to out here to use her past against her. Like, I just think that's like a terrible move. And PJ has already, like, why is PJ interested in getting a lawyer? Like, PJ has experience already dealing with lawyers. And he's had, based on what he has put out there on social media, that he's had a past with lawyers, and baby mama is not allowing him to see his kids. So it's pretty bizarre to me. Unless he's like cheating on his woman, I can't see that happening. It looks like he's in a pretty happy relationship with that person that he's with. But anyways, I just thought it's pretty crazy that your boy PJ's out here really looking for a lawyer to interview on his channel to discuss child custody and taking a person to court and rights when it comes to fathers. That is pretty interesting. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about PJ doing this? Is this normal for PJ to do this? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already done so. Thank you guys so much for watching.